Hey Corey,
Hey Megan, how you doing?
good. How are you?
All right.
So I was calling because I wanted to ask you a few questions for a school project I have.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
It's for a cultural autobiography that I have to present to the class.
Okay.
Um, can you, in your own words, describe one or two of the most important features of our culture?
Uh, Resilience is one. How can I condense it? So it's so no matter what sort of obstacles we've had historically, we've always found a way to number one persevere, um, and we've always found a way to achieve.
Not the most positive flex, but apparently, yeah, just being resilient to a man keeping us down. And that's not even including the struggles of being just a black female versus being a black person. My parents were very big on making sure that apparently I know that, we as black people have a very inner strength. And back then, I really wasn't interested in listening to it. I had my own shit I had to go through. And it's completely different now that I'm older and knowing that, yeah.
You took a DNA test, right?
I did. Yep.
Do you mind if I was able to share some of those results with my classmates?
No, I don't mind. Actually, I'm actually kind of proud of it. It's just it's just different. It's when you talk to people that talk about you know how they can trace their lineage and trace their heritage back to a certain country, and we as a people really can't.
Yeah.
And that sort of that little DNA test, I don't know how accurate it is, but
Right.
it do make you feel good.
Yeah.
Please enter your password. You have two unheard messages. First unheard message. Hello, I'm from Uganda, a small country in East Africa, and I'm majoring in psychology. Back home, our culture is community and welcoming. We're a very welcoming country. We're a very welcoming group of people. We love to spend time with different types of people. And another important part of our culture is community and helping the community around us. It's very rare to find homeless people where I come from because um, usually if relatives don't have where to stay, they stay with other relatives. It's a common thing. Um, uh,
You can end it if you want.
Well, as a black man, as a black teacher, I think one of the most important characteristics or traits of my culture is the sense of understanding and empathy that I think gets downplayed when it comes to black folks, especially in education, because we're working in a system that's realistically been kind of dangerous for us ever since integration has become a thing. And the whole school to prison pipeline and trying to fix and alter that into a form that can, help children succeed. So I think having that empathy and understanding is one of the most important characteristics or traits that sadly does seem to get forgotten by their educators. But when it's there, it really, truly helps and bolsters that connection the kids have with you and with the material. Because if they understand you, understand where you're coming from, no matter where you're from, it really goes far.
saved. End of new messages. Listen. Press 1. Send. Press 2. Check receipt. Press 3. Personal options. Press 4. Disconnect. Press star. Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Michael Gear. I would just like to say one of the most important characteristics that I feel an anime or manga fan can have is humbleness. In this day and age, there's so many different manga and anime that come out, and when somebody expresses their love for one series, and to have somebody come out and say, "Oh, you should read more," or "That's not that good," or "This person can't be this person," is just ridiculous, especially when most of the fans that you know are above the age that is the targeted group for. So I don't know. I think you should be humble about the things you're into. It's such a small niche community. You don't want to alienate anybody outwards or try to push them out. And it's okay to like it, but don't be such a, prune about it, or be a, what's the correct word? Somebody. Say the curse word that's in your head. You don't want to be arrogant when anime and manga is enough for everybody to go around. It's not going anywhere. Just be nice about it. Be humble about it. You're not better than nobody because you watch anime. Um, we're all just the same person that like different stuff.
Okay, so uh, identify as African American. Uh, Another, I can say psychology because of the fact I love psychology. I love talking to people. I love recently went back to school to receive another master's degree in mental health.
And you graduated.
Huh?
And you graduated.
And I graduated this past May.
What school?
Trinity Christian College. Um, and the reason I went back was because for about 17 years, I worked at two different hospitals where I was a mental health worker slash substance abuse counselor. And I always wanted to know why the two worked hand in hand with a lot of mental health individuals and a lot of members that were substance abuse. So I did. A lot of them have chemical imbalance. And also, I found out that a lot of individuals with mental health problems use substance abuse or substance, marijuana, cocaine, crack, meth, to deal with their mental health issues. And also, I guess, society of sports. I love sports. I am a true Bears fan, Cubs fan, and Bulls fan. So people ask why the Cubs. I think it's a generational thing. My dad was a Cubs fan, so even though we were from the South Side, I never really identified with the Sox. So I'm a Cubs fan, true and blue. Also, I identify with fraternity that I'm a proud member of, life member.
Which one is that?
Of Kappa Alpha Psi for over 30 years now, uh, about 32 years. So Kappa Alpha Psi.
You know, I was honestly,
Yo, baby, yo.
I was honestly expecting that to be the first thing you mentioned. I thought it was gonna be the first thing you mentioned.
Well, I'm a well-rounded person, so I never really identify with Kappa Alpha Psi. Not that I don't, but
it was secondary.
Kappa Alpha Psi is a part of me. It's not me. And that's something I even told my daughter, my our middle daughter, who's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. I always told her to let that just be a part of you. The same thing as, of course, African American. Same thing as, she works in social service. That's a part of her. That's not her. It's only a part of her. So that's why I pretty much love the fraternity, love being involved. But it's a part of me. It's not me. I'm gonna always be Big Mike.
You remember the song that Grandpa and I used to have when I was little?
Yes, I do.
Can you sing it?
Oh.
The full song.
The full song?
The full song.
Okay. I love my grandpa. I love my grandpa. 'Cause he talks to me. And he walks with me. And he plays with me. My grandpa. I love my grandpa. My grandpa.
Thank you.
Don't be laughing at my dad.
I'm not.
But that was his special song. Each grandbaby gets their own song, and Megan was the first, so that was hers. I guess I identify with the literary slash arts culture. I'm an avid reader. I love music, all type of music, country, rap, ratchet, gospel. It really don't matter. And what is disturbing as of late is that our culture is now censoring certain books in the school systems that the children probably already read if they're avid readers anyway. But I don't believe that we should censor anyone's art. Anyone's art is their art, their interpretation of what's going on. You may not agree with it, but that is that person's interpretation. We are a free culture and country, so why should we not have free speech?
Cool. Last question. Who is your favorite author?
Bernice McFadden.
Oh yeah, I love my grandpa. My grandpa. You mean that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any more to that song?
Oh yeah. 'Cause I love him and he loves me 'cause he talks to me.
Okay.
He plays with me. I know the whole song.
What's the whole song?
He loves me. And then he tried to hit the high note at the end. He said, he loves me.